real, you guys. It is a real situation. It is not a joke, and everyone around the world sees it at the same time. This is an amazing time right now where if you change everything, if you reviewed everything, if you rethink your whole entire life and walk away, no one will question anything with you. Nobody. This is like 2008 when the recession hit, except that was only on the West and a few other countries, but this is global. Everyone around the world is experiencing the same situation at the same time. So if you walked away right now and became an entrepreneur, downsized, outsourced, left that home contract, nobody would question anything. The number one question that I get asked right now as an entrepreneur that's been in business for myself, at least a little bit, since I was in the 6th grade, the number one question I get is, how can I become an entrepreneur? How can I leave my man, leave my woman? How can I quit this job? How can I get off this damn couch? They all want to know, how can I become an entrepreneur? Because right now, when no one can leave the house, we are all understanding how important entrepreneurship, second income, third income, multiple revenue streams, how important it is. So I've got 4 tips right now, you guys, that I'm going to give you in this interview right now. I'm going to give you 4 tips to becoming an entrepreneur. I'm going to give those to you right now.
Success is for everyone. You're special. You're live on the set with Kareem Jackson. Kareem Jackson is here. Turn your dreams into reality. Remember, baby, success is for everyone. Live on the set. New shows weekly.
4 tips to becoming an entrepreneur that you can start tomorrow. So if you're in the house struggling right now, if you don't know what to do, these are 4 things you can start doing tomorrow to get you on the path to entrepreneurship. 1, you need to get started. Make some hard choices. Really make a decision for yourself right now, whatever the reason is that you want to get into business. Doesn't mean quit your job, doesn't mean give up on everything that you're doing, doesn't mean don't pay your bills, but at least click in your head that this is the time you're taking this seriously and you want to start. So number 1 for you guys, you have got to get started, get motivated. That's number 1, you guys. Number 2, you need to focus. You need to get yourself focused on the prize. Do not forget that you want to be in business. You want to be free. You want to be self-sufficient. So you've got to get focused. If you get back to work tomorrow, next month, next year, whenever it is, don't forget that you want to be an entrepreneur because you're sick and tired of being frustrated, of not being in control, working too much, working too hard, whatever it might be. You need to make sure that you keep that focus until you reach your goal. Whether it's 6 months or 6 years, you've got to stay focused on the goal that you have at hand. Number 3, I'm going to teach you or talk to you about what business you need to choose. Are you going to be service? You're going to be retail? You're going to be real estate? You're going to be consulting? You're going to be, what are you going to do? What business are you going to get in? Are you going to be a cook when you were working, so now you're going to open a restaurant or a catering company? Is that what you're going to do? Are you going to be a real estate officer, a real estate agent, but now you're going to become a broker or really get into design, development, and building home for someone? Whatever it is, we're going to kind of go through a few things to get you understanding what business you need to get into. Then, number 4, we're going to get to you about when you can quit. We're going to talk about when you know you can quit your job. When you know that it's the time when you can say, you know what, I'll see you later. The quick rule for me is that if you guys take your gross, you take your net, whatever your net is, that's your true income. Your net minus your gross, that's your true wealth if you have any at all. So we get into that, and knowing when you get into a business, you figure out what you're going to do, you get focused, and you make money. How much money do you possibly maybe need to be able to quit your job and be good about it? Then, of course, wait. This is Kareem Jackson. You're live on the set, so you know at the end there's going to be a bonus. At the end, I'm going to talk to you about closing the deal, how to close deals. You have to know sales if you're going to be an entrepreneur. You have got to know sales. So there's going to be a bonus at the end, so stay tuned because we're going to teach you how to close. My advice right now, everybody, is to shed your shit and take that leap. Shed all of it. If that house is too much for you right now, if you know in your heart that it's too much for you right now for what you're trying to do, walk away. Matter of fact, don't walk. You need to run away and get a place you can afford and still have that money left over to invest in yourself afterwards. The key is being able to have what you have change. You want to work and have change left over to invest in your life. So get rid of that expensive sports car or that Escalade, go buy a Chevy van and start that catering business that you've always dreamed of. Or get rid of that Lemon you're driving right now, that Hoopty you're driving, you know what I'm talking about, and get a Honda scooter, a brand new one that runs well, so you can stop running around and fixing cars. Just get you a scooter, humble yourself, be cute for a while, be Euro, but get something that can help you. You want to stop going to the barbershop every week, maybe cut back to once a month. You want to stop going to the salon, the spa. Instead, get that website for your business that you've always been talking about. I have a hint for you. If you want to maintain that employee lifestyle and then miraculously become an entrepreneur, it ain't gonna happen. No way. That is not realistic. Part of the journey is the sacrifice. Then when you make the journey, your priorities change, your friends change, your family changes. That's what happens. That's why the journey is so very valuable. Then you make the sacrifice. You cop going to the barber, you get rid of the Mercedes, you buy the van, you buy the scooter, you do all of that. Then you know what you do after that? After you make your first sale, whatever it is, whether it's $50 or $50,000, after you make the first sale, then you get a haircut. Then you go and get your mani-pedi and your hair done. Drastically change the way that you see money and success. Do it now while the entire world is on lockdown. I promise you, you won't regret it. Coronavirus, COVID-19, the corona is real. Sadly, there are over 1 million global cases. More than 100,000 people have lost their lives to this, and billions of businesses are closed. Events are canceled. There are billions of people. They're all out of work. Let me tell you this statistic. 17 million jobs were lost in America alone while I'm taping this right now. 1 million jobs were lost in Canada. Most of the service industry is wiped out. 125,000 jobs were lost in Canada during that big, crazy, oh my God, how are we going to survive? Suicide, kill myself, 2008 financial crisis. 125,000 jobs. That's it. They lost 1 million in this one. Right now, if you are stuck in the house, when this quarantine is over, will you even have a great job to go to or that shitty job to go to? You may have pre-existing conditions like high blood pressure, diabetes, high stress, and you need to think if you can go out and work again and risk getting that corona. What about you older people like my mother who has sickle cell? My father, he just turned 71 and he has diabetes and gout. What will you do? What are they going to do to work right now? What are they going to do to make money right now? Everyone needs to think about this. You need to take that leap right now. Get started, learn entrepreneurship. Let me tell you this, if you're religious, it is your God-given right. That's right, Jesus, he was an entrepreneur. He had a handmade custom furniture making business. He fed his mother. He did not work at Walmart or IKEA. So at the end of the day, this is where it all began. This is your birthright right here to do this right now. Be realistic. Per year, how much do you gross right now? How much do you net? That's your take-home income right now. Per month, then your net equals your true goal of your business venture right now to prove viability. Your gross of that equals your get free card. Stop looking at YouTube, Instagram, and the damn music videos and read the true history of real entrepreneurs. You know, if you see their true history, it might change your paradigm a little bit. Get through all of the fluff and recent data and get to the one core question that most of us all have had. Find out what or who was their first customer, their client, their first investor, sponsor, or whatever it was. You call them in your field of industry, but whoever it was, find out who or what was the first one. What was the one that set them free? More than likely, you are not going to be the next Zuckerberg, Oprah, Bill Gates, or Tyler Perry, or even Gary Vee. One, they started broke, from scratch, with bad situations, in a dorm room. They were homeless, and someone like Oprah was supposed to be a former maid, probably just like you are right now. They started off very humbly. Two, you just need to quit your damn job, that's it. That is the current goal. Don't forget that. No less, no more. Those YouTubers selling you big houses, Bentleys, and bling bling, that is not realistic. And that lifestyle is not the inspiration for most of us anymore. 2008 changed a lot of our crap. No one wants that bling bling anymore. That's like old school. 2008 in America on the West, we were woke up. But now the whole world is being woke up at the same time. When, not if, you make your net income from your business, your sideline, your hustle, and or you cut your expenses to lower the net that you need so that you can exit faster and transfer the funds and the energy into your investments. Right now, the goal, you just need to be free. Focus. 4 steps to becoming a Corona entrepreneur tomorrow. Number 1, be realistic. Get a job. If you save money and you're a rich employee or you have 50,000 in empty credit cards laying around, then you can just make the choice right now. You can skip this step completely. But for the other 90% of full-time employees out there who want to learn to be an entrepreneur fast, you need a gig. You heard me, a gig. Or make your own gig. Like get a job or make a job. You can get contracts or sell Amway or Front Row, but you need cash and you need to learn how to sell. Network marketing or MLM businesses, they're not my thing. But one thing, they are good at teaching you sales and how to handle rejection. If you can't sell yourself for a job, then you can't be an entrepreneur. That is the fact. So start right there. You want to open a bar, go get a job and be a bartender. Even if it takes you a year, start with some stability and cash flow. Quitting your job and being or trying to be an entrepreneur is not a strategy to get some freedom. It's not a solution. You hear me? Let me say that again, you guys. Quitting your job and being an entrepreneur is a strategy to get some freedom. That's the strategy to do it. That's the reason, that's the way that you're going to do it. You're going to get some freedom by quitting your job and being an entrepreneur. But it is not the solution to your problems. Number 2, keep your eye on the prize. Freedom, that's the prize. Focus on the reason you are now working or why you are sick of working. You must be free and then decide what freedom is to you. Then, after you're free, you define what freedom is to you really and truly. You see all the guys everywhere giving you advice on entrepreneurship while in their Bentley or their private jets, and that makes you feel all defeated, like, oh my God, how can I ever do that? They're just so far ahead of me. But you know what? All over the world, there are literally millions of massively successful entrepreneurs who use their freedom to write books, to volunteer in Africa, to travel the world, to live on boats and yachts. The key right here for a real entrepreneur is not working for anyone. That's it. That's usually our goal. A true entrepreneur, we don't care about the bling. That's not the it. If that comes, great. But we originally did it because we didn't want to work for anyone else. Except, of course, your clients and your staff, of course, who work with you though. Not for you. They work with you. So now is the time to learn how to create something which will get you free from that job, especially if you have no job right now because of the corona or other situations. Then level up from there. That's it. Once you can eat, pay rent, pay electric, and keep the Wi-Fi on every month, you are free in most countries. You're free. Now go out and celebrate and think, what's your next step now? If a flashy Benz entrepreneur or freedom, which one is it going to be? To go write that book you've been wanting to write in Bali? Both are entrepreneurs. Understand, being an entrepreneur has nothing to do with the car that you drive. Number 3, what business will you open? That is it. That one question sets having a job apart from owning a job or a business. The answer to that question for you is what makes you an entrepreneur. You got to figure out this answer for yourself. And then once you know what solution you will offer to the market, then we can get into strategy of funding and development of the idea, the marketing, the planning, getting a logo done, then a t-shirt with a logo on it, a slogan nowadays, all over the place, and so on and so on and so on. But you have to start with that one question. The business can be a business created that wraps around your personal talents or your old job. That's totally possible. Others, Like me, for example, we look at the market, the world, the community, and see what's missing, and we like to create it. Others, specifically creating a business, assisting others in business, sort of what I do as well. Plus, there's also others that are also entrepreneurs who may have money already, like the guys that were gainfully employed and have savings and a bunch of credit cards. So few of these guys actually, maybe 1 or 2 or 3% of the whole population on earth, so they become the investing entrepreneurs of others in business. They're angel investors, they're venture capitalists. Usually their money was made in a highly specialized career, like attorneys, bankers, CPAs, celebrities, and construction fields also. Now there's this new thing though, essential workers, which equal essential businesses. Just today, you guys, Emirates Airlines, if you know who they are, based in Dubai, they closed. The tumble has begun for the economy right now. There's a link below from the article that we got that from, and also the Emirates.com website. They closed today. Reality is, and they were one of the good guys. They were a great airline. They closed today. So the truth of it is, you need to see this video and see, are you confused about the future? Do you know what the world has changed forever? Do you realize that? If you're confused right now, the world has changed forever. This is the truth about what rich white men really think about Corona, you, business, and your job, and the winners in the new post-Corona economy. Look at this video real quick. I'm going to give you a link here. It's called The World Will Never Be the Same Again from Dan Penna. It will change the way that you see everything around you in your life right now. You will feel so small and realize it is a big game out here. So what are you waiting for? Number 4 is make it full time. Take the leap. There are 1 million new businesses opened around the world every single year. That means that more than 5,000 other people, maybe not you, opened their own businesses somewhere, somehow, while we were sitting here talking on this video together. Understand that. 5,000. So don't stop looking at this video right now, but just imagine when you push stop and it's over, 5,000 folks have already taken that leap. So what are you waiting for? Here is the formula I use for myself, but let me tell you once, I am very aggressive. This is all based on monthly figures for me. This is about getting free. I take this net salary out of it, and then that equals the true wealth, if any, there is. So if there's no true wealth, then that's just too bad for you. But the gross salary minus your net, and that includes everything, people. That includes your light bill, your water bill, everything. You know, that includes your true wealth, if any. Then what I ultimately do, you are working for expenses at that point, ultimately, right? You're working for expenses. You have no savings, no investments. Maybe there's a 401k. That's it. You can't touch that, but that's all you got. That's it. You're employed, but you're broke. So if you know you're broke already, working poor, for example, they call that in America, why not just do it on your own terms then? You're already broke, right? But be broke working on your own business, no matter what it is. You may judge that tricycle driver, that hot dog stand owner, that dude cutting your hair, but you know what? They may be richer than you and work less than you and have less stress and more fulfillment than you. Did you ever think about that? Oh my God, you're still here, you guys. Thank you for tuning in for the end of the video, you guys. I appreciate that. You are very, very awesome. Again, this Kareem Jackson, you were live on the set. I love this. I love helping woke entrepreneurs to minimize their cluttered lifestyles, to outsource their business processes, to make more profits and use tech, right, to live their dream life. Number 5, I have a bonus for you, a bonus tip, and it's a long one too, so get your pens and papers and check this out. How to close the deal. Okay, sales is the key as an entrepreneur. No matter what you think, no matter who you're talking to, no matter who you are, if you cannot sell, then you need to have a partner who can. It's that simple. And you need to sell him. So you got to know sales no matter what. You got to sell the new partner to jump into your idea. So you got to sell him. Or if you're not that person, you just really can't sell, you need to merge with another entrepreneur and either a partner on their idea or their vision, and you become the financier, the supporter, the backup, the whatever, the Robin to my Batman, right? Fact is, a graphics designer has one job, does a lot of work, has a lunch break, maybe a vacation time off, guaranteed salary, and so on. The entrepreneur can build a business, sell an idea or a solution or both, which can employ 1,000 graphic designers. The key to closing is knowing where you are in that equation. Are you selling yourself for a job? So you need to prepare your resume, get shaved, get a hair done, get your hair cut, and schedule some interviews? Or are you selling a solution which hundreds or thousands of people, businesses, professionals, cities, or countries need, and you will need to hire or recruit graphics designers, for example, or design firms like I do to fulfill the demands of your clients? Say you like me. My core business is selling business development solutions. We sell websites, consulting and coaching, advertising in print and digital magazines, online, in marketing materials, media kits, billboards, and on promotional vehicles, and even t-shirts and uniforms. Then we need the creatives to help us to bring our clients' visions for what they see as what they can bring success to our clients into reality. Check out my behind the scenes videos. Getting started as an entrepreneur. This is Entrepreneurship 101 for newbies, okay? The folks starting from ground zero. The ones who just need to replace the income that they have or have a backup income that they realize from this crisis perhaps. They need to make 2, 4, 6, or just 10,000 US dollars per month to sustain their lives. This is not for the get rich quick, bling bling Bentley folks. You got your money, congratulations, you are balling already. But there are literally millions of people out there who just need to feed their families right now. They need to pay their rent, buy food. That is where I started. My money, the freedom, the life I live today with my traveling the world, my gold watch, my home I just bought in the Philippines Islands, all started from that place of basic survival. A little about me. Entrepreneurs are the best workers. Every true business entrepreneur knows this. That guy or girl with an entrepreneurial spirit cares about the business he works for. They excel, they innovate, they have passion. He or she doesn't just show up at work every day. I was a waiter at one time. My business collapsed in 2008. I wanted to rejuvenate, reorganize everything. I was alone. I had some money. I had to figure out how to do it. I was a waiter at the Cheesecake Factory, by the way. I was a multi-award-winning waiter. I made not just 15 or 18%, but I made 20+% on average from tips, waiting tables part-time. It's how I funded my first magazine in the Philippines. It's how I outsourced my entire company. I was realistic. I couldn't commit to a career job or work a job or a US-based business anymore, which needed 50 hours a week of mine in time. I needed a job where I had cash on a daily. I needed to get gas to go to my meetings. I was in suits. I worked my job, then I had to go to build the business in the daytime. I was sending payments abroad via Western Union, PayPal, and bank transfers. I also needed to be able to meet successful people. I waited tables for celebrities, politicians, executives, and business owners. I was that server that was excellent, outstanding, and always had a little backstory. I relocated from wealthy Overland Park, Kansas to Marina del Rey and Redondo Beach, California, USA, where they made $10 per hour plus tips. Not just $3 an hour or $4 an hour like in other US states. My customers helped me in the beginning. I got bigger tips. They would say things like, "Hey, here's a little extra cash for that project you got going on in the Philippines," which is more of an investment in the vision that matters to an entrepreneur, not actually the extra cash that I have in my hand. So you may want to leave the overwhelming job or walk away from that dead-end business, big house, and expensive car, and wait tables for a while in order to fund and physically have time to build your dream business and lifestyle. Fact. To start, you need money and or assets to leverage. If you can get or have a job, but this time work to be free. Do not work for money anymore. Do not work for Gucci anymore or Mercedes-Benzo. Work from now on for freedom. Freedom not just for money or ego or to show off, keep up with the Joneses, or to maintain the status quo. You probably already did that when you were working as an employee. Now change your mentality. You work for freedom. You work and you're paying the massa, which is yourself. Because eventually you want the massa to let you go free. You want to buy your freedom. Keep that mentality. If you're a slave to that job or a slave to that dead-end business right now, your mentality is you are working to pay massa, who is yourself. And eventually when you pay massa enough, he is going to set you free. True ROI, or return on or of investment, or the profits to look rich, takes years. To look bling bling and have a Bentley and all that takes years usually. It takes time to show off when you are paying your investments first, when you're paying your employees and your subcontractors and development costs first. You want to show off? Go back to work. Go get a job. Make being an entrepreneur your side hustle. Then learn how to live from that side hustle and level up that side hustle. And need it from lifestyle choice. You need a lifestyle choice. If you need one, then go get one. Got any questions, you guys? This has been great. I love chatting with you. Just send me an email, you guys, at ask@kareemantonio.com. You guys, thanks for being here. Hey, you guys, hello. Now, you guys, if you guys enjoyed that, I hope that you guys change your mentality. I hope that you go get your job or whatever you're doing. And when you go back, you work for freedom, not for money. Do not work for money anymore. Think of it like this. Back in the day when we were Black American slaves, we had to work to pay the massa to free us or to free our sister or our mother or whatever. You are working right now for freedom. The massa is you. You are going to work. You're going to save money, invest money into the massa, which is you, so that you can get free from that job. Think of that mentality. You want to be free. You don't want to be a slave anymore. So you got to fund and you got to give money and put money to get yourself free right now. So if you are thinking that entrepreneurship has to be about bling bling and Bentleys and all that. Those guys are great, they're wonderful, but that might not be you. You just need to get started right now. If that's you, take the leap right now. Because I'll tell you this, it's hard to be an entrepreneur and show off and have Bentleys and all that when you're paying your investments first, your employees first, you're paying your rent for your business first, your products first, before you pay yourself. You're paying your staff, your employees, all are being paid first from the gross sales you're making of your business. Then you're paying yourself. It takes years to get to a point where you can show off and have bling bling like that. But you could make enough money to quit your job next month, next week. That could possibly happen. If that's your focus, that's going to be it. So the truth of it is, some of you might need to work your job, keep doing what you're doing, and make entrepreneurship your side hustle. Make it your part-time gig. Then slowly make it into where then it becomes your semi-part-time gig. Then it becomes your big time gig. Then you make it to where you're making the same on your side hustle as you're making in your job. Then you're making more. Then you have double now. Now you're making double. Then you cut your job and you make your side hustle now your full time, and you work your job maybe part time just to make sure for a while until you're sure you can cut that job out. That might be what needs to happen. Hope you guys have enjoyed this. That was your bonus, you guys. Kareem Jackson live on the set. I love doing this. I love working with you guys, helping you to get free, to outsource yourself, to become an entrepreneur, you guys. If you have any questions, you can go ahead and ask me at ask@KareemAntonio.com, you guys. You can visit us, of course, on YouTube. I'm Kareem Antonio, or Kareem Jackson live, by the way, on YouTube. You can look at Instagram, Minimalist CEO. Just check us out. I thank you very much and hope you guys enjoy. KareemAntonio.com.